Hello and welcome to workshop number 2 for Springboard. Thank you for taking the time to come and watch this workshop. I'm going to ask so that you get credit for the time you're taking. Please sign the name of your child participating in Springboard in the box that's going to pop up. If you have more than one child who participates in Springboard, you can write both of their names. Today we are going to talk about the skill, take the word apart. So on our normal agenda, we will welcome you, we'll introduce our reading tip. Today is taking the word apart. Usually there is practice time. There will not be a time for practice time during this video. We will be focusing on informing you about the reading tip. I invite you to complete the practice time with your child, practicing this skill using a book at home or going on Raz Kids. We're going to skip over this. Why are we here? Your child has a goal. We learn new skills and we're practicing skills. Reading and asking questions, and ultimately through this learning and practicing both with the teacher in the program and with you at home, your child gets a reading boost. What is reading well? Your child is figuring out reading the words, sounding like a storyteller when they read, understanding what's happening in the story, being able to ask questions and answer questions, and being engaged and enjoying the book. So today's tip and the questions you ask help your child learn from the skills of reading. Our skill today is taking the word apart. Today's reading tip includes: number 1, pick a word. Number 2, take it apart sound by sound. Number 3, write it back together. Taking a word apart and putting it back together helps readers see how words fit together. So, whenever we're reading, there might be books that don't have any tricky words. There might be books that have so many tricky words. We don't want to use this tip with every tricky word because that can build the frustration of the child. But we also don't want to just tell the child every word when they come to a word that they're unsure of. We want them to stop and take the word apart. So pick a word where the sounds match the letters in the word. This example shows the adult saying, "Let's stop and take this word apart." And the student is looking at the word. Now, for example, if the word is cat, they're going to take the word apart by looking at each letter and saying the sound they know each letter makes. K, a, t. Them putting it together. Cat. Let's go a little deeper. Let's start by taking the word apart sound by sound. You can point to each letter. What does that letter say? What sound is in this word? K, a, t. Let's stretch the sounds in this word so we can hear each of them. K, a, t. What letters make each of the sounds in this word? Let's write down the letters as we say the sounds. K, C, A, T, T. This example helps your child connect that sounds and letters go together. So just to review what we went over just now. While reading, pick a word, take it apart sound by sound, and write it back together. Practice saying the sounds in the word blending the sounds together to say the word, and writing the word by saying the sounds and letters that make those sounds. Need another question? Pause the video here if you would like to read additional questions that you could ask your child when taking the word apart while reading. Make a reading plan. Remember to make a plan to read at home. Your child needs time to read on their own and time to read or talk about reading with an adult. Both are great ways to support your child's reading. Reminder to ask your child about Raz Kids. If you can read books at home with them, or you can go onto Raz Kids through their account and read books with them or have them read a book to you. Don't forget to go on to Connect and log your child's minutes and complete their reading goals. Thank you so much again for taking the time to watch this video and complete workshop number 2 to support your child's reading.